Hey everybody, welcome back to the P2P membership and daily mobility. Today we're working on a couple movements that we've done before, but 3 different speeds. So speed really matters to the brain, to the body. We actually get different activation in different brain areas and different receptors when we do a really fast versus a really slow movement. So we're going to start with a lateral ankle tilt today, and we can also use external or internal timing. Internal timing would be you counting in your own head like 1 1,000, 2 1,000, just mentally thinking through that and controlling the tempo of your movement. External timing is using something like a metronome, which we're going to do today. What I want you to test is shoulder range of motion. So we're going to use a basic shoulder range of motion test like abduction or flexion, going out to the side with the elbow locked, up in front with the elbow locked, or external internal rotation. So I'm going to use these external internal rotations with that 90-degree elbow bend. Let's go ahead and test that on the other side and just get a feel for where's that starting out for you. For me, it's a little tighter on the left, and specifically internal, not external rotation feels tight. So if I go back to internal rotation after we do these movements together, that'll be my reassess. You pick yours, something that feels sticky or tight. Could be the shoulder in rotation, could be the shoulder in those straight motions with the elbow locked. So with the ankle tilt today, the first tempo that we're going to do is a 10-second repetition. This is really slow. So I'm going to put a metronome on so that you can hear. Hopefully the click will actually set this closer. And we're going to go through a 10-second repetition on an ankle tilt. So one foot can go forward, and we're going to do lateral tilts today. So I'm pressing the ankle to the side. On the 5 count, I want to be in the lateral part of the tilt. And then by 5 seconds or 5 clicks, I'm going to come back to neutral. Let's do another one. And we want head up, eyes up for most of that movement. Let's bring the other foot forward, same slow tempo. Good, way to breathe. And one more. This gives you the chance to really learn about your brain-body map. Is it smooth or is it clunky? Slower movement helps you smooth out any ratchety or poorly mapped areas of movement. So next we're going to reassess. So let's look at the range of motion and retest that for the shoulder. For me, it improved a bit. The next tempo we're going to go to with the ankle tilt is a 4 count. So we're going to go 2 seconds on the side tilt and then 2 seconds back to a neutral foot. So ready, set up nice and tall. 2 clicks to the side, 2 clicks back up to a neutral foot. 2 to the side, 2 back to neutral. Let's do one more. Nice. And then same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, down, 1, 2, back to neutral. Good. Gentle pressure into the floor with that. And then let's retest. So see what your shoulder is feeling like. And for me, it's actually not as comfortable and maybe not quite as much range of motion, so I liked the slower speed better, or that's the input that my brain responded best to, so that'd be good to come back to. We're going to also do sport speed or super fast ankle tilts if you're comfortable with this. So we're going to again stay tall, put 1 foot forward, and every click that you hear, the goal is going to be to get through a full lateral tilt and right back up to neutral. If you shorten the range of motion with this a little bit at first, totally understandable. Start small and then gradually work into it. So we're tilting to the side and getting right back to neutral. Let's do the other foot, same thing. So learning to quickly pull that ankle back to neutral after a lateral roll or lateral tilt. Let's go ahead and recheck the shoulder, and that one's better. So the takeaway from all that is journaling your best speed. Maybe it's moderate, maybe it's fast, maybe it's slow, but using those 3 tempos. Now we're going to move up into the hips. Sorry about the metronome, it's going to keep going because we're going to keep working on external tempo. We're going to go ahead and stand up nice and tall, bring one leg up, and then we're going to go through hip pendulum. So the first time we did hip pendulum, it looked like this, but now we're going to do a 10-second repetition, so it requires a lot more control out of this hip. This knee could be down a little bit, foot could be a little bit lower. You pick where you want to start with that based on comfort. So we're going to do 5 seconds to the side and then back to neutral, and then 5 seconds to the inside and back to neutral, so a 10-second repetition. Good. Same thing on the other side. Really good work, you guys. So you'll notice I'm trying not to move the knee very much. I'm just rotating through the hip. I'm also trying to control the pelvis, stay tall through the spine, so there's not a lot of outside movement other than that hip side-to-side pendulum. Good. So from there, let's go ahead and retest your shoulder. It's definitely feeling better for me. Hopefully you're finding some of these that are high payoff or good performance drills for you. Then let's move into the 4-second tempo. So the goal is going to be 2 seconds to the outside, 2 to the inside, and 4 seconds we're through that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and back to neutral. Other side, let's try it out, 4 seconds. Good. And then go ahead and retest your shoulder. Interestingly, that's better as well, and it just feels better to me in the shoulder. And this opposite hip, this right hip, I'm noticing has a little bit more tension than the left one as we're going through the hip pendulum. Interestingly enough, the left shoulder is tight, the right hip is tight, and there is a relationship in gait. So our spinal cord has what's called cross-cord reflexes. We also have interlimb neural coupling, where there's a neurology connecting your opposing joints for crawling, for walking. So let's go to the fast speed. We're going to go right back to that hip pendulum drill, so nice tall posture. And now it's a sport speed, so if you're comfortable with it, you can really go for it. And again, if that's a shorter range of motion than you were doing a minute ago and you want to tighten that up a little bit due to the increased speed, feel free to do so. We want to relax the foot, breathe, hold on if you need to. Good job. Awesome. Let's retest. And really pretty good still. So I know really for me, any of those speeds on the hip pendulum seem to produce great results for the shoulder. The last one for today, 3 speeds, again, we're going to go through is knee circle, and not the loaded lunge knee circle, but the hanging knee circle where the leg's elevated. So now, similar to the hip pendulum, but bringing the foot in more of a circular pattern, we're going to add in more flexion and extension. We're going to go through that hanging knee circle, 10-second repetition. With the slow ones, let's do 1 in each direction. So lengthen nice and tall, relax the foot and ankle. On 10 clicks, I'm going to try to get around through the knee circle. And going a little bit too fast, go the other way. Good. And then end up in that relaxed position. Let's try that on the other side. Really slow. Foot comes around in a circle under the knee. Trying to keep the foot relaxed. If you feel that you're developing too much tension in the foot, relax it again, go the other way. And remember posture. So keep that long, tall posture. Started to feel myself lean a little bit on that one. So again, that right hip and the knee relationship there, you want to keep working on that. So if you notice areas where you want to improve your mapping, or you know it doesn't feel as controlled, jot that down too. For qualitative purposes, we want to improve the quality of the movement. It's going to decrease threat, reduce chance of injury, help you become a better mover. Increases longevity, strength, a lot of cool stuff start to happen. So retest, almost forgot, do the shoulder test. And pretty decent still. Those are feeling good. Let's go ahead and speed up the knee circle a little bit. So holding on again. Now 4-second knee circle. And go the other way. Let's go the other way again. And go the other way one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Other side. Nice job. Lengthen. Good. That foot's going to come around in a circle. Good job. Switch direction. Let's switch direction one more time. And good job. Awesome. Take a deep breath. Shake out any tension from that. Then we're going to go right back into our retest. Nice job. Feels good. Hopefully it's making some improvements, whether you're doing these tests or the rotations in the shoulder. A squat pattern would be another really good one to retest with some of these movements. Now we're going to speed that knee circle up. So hanging knee circle, this leg could be supported, and we're going to go more of like a sport speed. So as fast as you're comfortable with, go ahead and bring that foot around underneath the knee. Good. Same thing on the other side. Remember to stay tall. And that becomes a lot of input and challenges the balance, so do hold on. Unless your balance is really solid, you're ready to work through that without being supported. So retest your range of motion. Let's see one more time what we got. Feels really pretty good as well. And so hopefully you had some winners from today. We'll be back in the next daily mobility soon, and I'm going to be hearing that clicking in my head all day. Hopefully you're not. But we are going to do some more tempo work. So I'll see you in the next one. Looking forward to it.